Introducing Self-Respect, a life-changing book by Byron D. Holland. Self-respect is the foundation of a strong, confident, and fulfilling life. It shapes the way we see ourselves, the way we allow others to treat us, and the way we navigate the world. In Self-Respect, author Byron D. Holland takes you on a powerful journey of self-discovery, guiding you to embrace your worth, set healthy boundaries, and build the life you truly deserve. This book is not just about words. It's about transformation. It will challenge you to stand tall, believe in yourself, and never settle for less than you deserve. Each chapter is designed to inspire, uplift, and push you to take action toward a stronger, more confident you. But here's the best part. Self-Respect will be available exclusively on the YouTube channel Fearless Audio. If you are ready to change your mindset, boost your confidence, and step into your true power, make sure to subscribe to Fearless Audio and turn on notifications. By supporting our channel, you are helping us create more life-changing content that empowers and inspires people all over the world. Like, share, and comment to help spread this message of self-worth and personal growth. Your journey to self-respect starts now. Are you ready? Introduction: the foundation of self-respect. Self-respect is the foundation of a strong, confident, and fulfilling life. It is the belief that you are valuable, worthy, and deserving of love and respect, not because of what you achieve or how others see you, but simply because you exist. Without self-respect, it is easy to feel lost, allow others to mistreat you, and doubt your own worth. But when you have it, you carry yourself with dignity, make better choices, and attract the right people and opportunities into your life. Many people confuse self-respect with arrogance or pride, but they are not the same. Arrogance is thinking you are better than others, while self-respect is knowing you are just as important as everyone else. It is not about proving anything to the world. It is about believing in yourself, standing up for your values, and refusing to settle for less than you deserve. Developing self-respect is a journey, and it starts with a decision, choosing to honor yourself no matter what. It means setting boundaries, walking away from toxic situations, treating yourself with kindness, and refusing to let fear or self-doubt control your life. It is about knowing your worth, even when others don't see it. This book will help you build unshakable self-respect. Each chapter will guide you through key lessons, from setting boundaries and overcoming self-doubt to handling criticism and staying true to yourself. No matter where you are in life, it is never too late to develop the kind of self-respect that empowers you to live boldly, love deeply, and walk with confidence. Your journey begins now. Are you ready to claim the respect you deserve? Chapter 1: Understanding Your Worth. Have you ever looked in the mirror and questioned your own value? Have you ever wondered if you were good enough, smart enough, or deserving of happiness? If so, you are not alone. Many people struggle with self-worth, often because they have been told, directly or indirectly, that they are not enough. But here is the truth. Your worth is not something you have to earn. It is something you already have. Self-respect begins with understanding this truth. You do not need to be perfect to be worthy. You do not need to have a certain job, a specific body type, or a particular level of success to deserve love and respect. Your worth is not based on what you do, what you own, or what others think of you. It is something you carry within you from the moment you are born. Why do we doubt our worth? If self-worth is natural, why do so many people struggle to believe in it? The answer lies in the messages we receive from the world around us. From a young age, we are influenced by our families, schools, media, and society. If we grow up in an environment where love is conditional, where we are only praised when we achieve something or meet certain expectations, we start to believe that our worth depends on external things. Social media makes this worse. Every day we see pictures of people who seem more successful, more attractive, or happier than us. We compare ourselves to them, forgetting that these images are carefully curated and often far from reality. This comparison can make us feel inadequate, as if we are constantly falling short. Negative experiences also shape our self-worth. If we have been rejected, criticized, or treated badly in the past, we might start believing that we are not good enough. Painful words from others, especially from people we love, can leave deep scars. But here's the truth. Other people's opinions do not define you. Your past does not define you. Only you have the power to decide your worth. The difference between self-esteem and self-respect. Many people confuse self-esteem with self-respect, but they are not the same. Self-esteem is how you feel about yourself. It can go up and down depending on your mood, achievements, or external validation. If you fail at something, your self-esteem might drop. If someone compliments you, it might rise. Self-respect, on the other hand, is much deeper and more stable. It is not about feeling good all the time. It is about knowing your worth even when life is difficult. It means treating yourself with dignity even when you make mistakes. It means standing up for yourself even when others don't. Imagine two people, one with high self-esteem but low self-respect, and one with strong self-respect. The first person might feel confident when they receive praise, but will fall apart when faced with rejection. The second person, however, will remain strong because their sense of worth does not depend on external factors. This is the power of self-respect. It gives you an unshakable foundation, recognizing your inherent worth. So how do you start believing in your worth? The first step is to recognize that you are valuable simply because you exist. You do not need to prove yourself to anyone. You do not need to seek permission to be worthy. You already are. To truly understand this, try the following exercises. 1. Think about a newborn baby. Does that baby have to do anything to be valuable? No. The baby is worthy of love simply because it exists. You were once that baby and nothing has changed. Your worth has always been there. It never disappeared. 2. Make a list of things you love about yourself. This can be difficult at first, especially if you are used to self-criticism. Start small. Maybe you are a kind person. Maybe you have a great sense of humor. Maybe you are strong, creative, or compassionate. Write these things down and remind yourself of them daily. 3. Stop seeking external validation. You do not need approval from others to know your worth. Practice affirming yourself instead. Look in the mirror and say, I am enough. I am valuable. I deserve respect. At first, it might feel awkward, but over time, your mind will start believing it. 4. Let go of the need for perfection. No one is perfect, and that's okay. Your value does not depend on being flawless. In fact, your imperfections make you unique and beautiful. Embrace them instead of fighting them. How self-respect changes your life. When you truly understand your worth, everything in your life begins to change. You no longer tolerate toxic relationships because you know you deserve better. You stop doubting yourself and start taking action toward your dreams. You stop seeking approval from others and start living for yourself. Here are some ways self-respect will transform your life. You will make better choices. When you respect yourself, you do not allow yourself to be treated poorly. You choose relationships, jobs, and environments that uplift you instead of draining you. You will stop apologizing for who you are. You will no longer shrink yourself to fit into places that do not honor you. You will set boundaries without guilt. You will learn to say no to things that do not serve you without feeling guilty. You will walk with confidence. Even if you are not the loudest person in the room, people will notice your presence because of the quiet strength that self-respect brings. You will be happier and at peace. Knowing your worth means no longer chasing things or people to feel complete. You will find contentment within yourself. A commitment to yourself. Understanding your worth is not a one-time lesson. It is a lifelong practice. There will be days when you doubt yourself, when you feel weak, or when old insecurities creep in. But every time that happens, remind yourself of this truth. You are worthy. You always have been, and you always will be. Make a commitment to yourself today. Promise to treat yourself with kindness, to stop belittling yourself, and to never settle for less than you deserve. Promise to respect yourself even when others don't. Your self-respect is in your hands. No one can give it to you, and no one can take it away. It starts with you. And once you truly believe in your worth, nothing in this world can shake you. Are you ready to step into your power? Your journey to self-respect begins now. Chapter 2: Setting Boundaries with Confidence. One of the greatest acts of self-respect is setting boundaries. Boundaries are the invisible lines that define what you will and will not accept in your life. They protect your time, energy, and emotions. Without them, you may find yourself feeling overwhelmed, drained, or even resentful. But when you set boundaries, you stand up for yourself and show the world that you respect your own needs. Many people struggle with boundaries because they fear disappointing others. They say yes when they really want to say no. They allow people to take advantage of their kindness because they don't want to seem rude or selfish. But here's the truth. Setting boundaries is not selfish. It is necessary. You cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot take care of others if you do not take care of yourself first. If you have ever felt exhausted from constantly giving too much, this chapter will help you change that. You will learn how to set strong boundaries without guilt and communicate them with confidence. By the end of this chapter, you will understand that protecting your peace is not only your right, it is your responsibility. Why boundaries matter. Imagine a house with no doors or fences. Anyone can walk in, take what they want, and leave a mess behind. Without protection, the house would quickly become chaotic and unsafe. The same thing happens in your life when you do not set boundaries. People will walk over you, demand too much of your time, and drain your energy, leaving you feeling used and unappreciated. Boundaries are the doors and fences of your life. They help you decide who gets access to you and under what conditions. They tell people, this is what I am okay with, and this is what I am not. When you have clear boundaries, you feel safer, stronger, and more in control of your life. Setting boundaries also teaches people how to treat you. When you allow others to disrespect your time, ignore your needs, or take advantage of your kindness, they will continue to do so. But when you enforce boundaries, you send a powerful message. I respect myself, and I expect you to respect me too. The different types of boundaries. Boundaries come in different forms. To build a life of self-respect, you must set boundaries in multiple areas. 1. Emotional boundaries. Protecting your feelings and not allowing others to manipulate or guilt trip you. Example, I understand that you're upset, but I won't tolerate being yelled at. 2. Time boundaries. Managing your time wisely and not overcommitting to things that drain you. Example, I can't stay late at work tonight because I have personal commitments. 3. Physical boundaries. Protecting your personal space and physical comfort. Example, I don't feel comfortable hugging everyone, and that's okay. 4. Mental boundaries. Protecting your thoughts and beliefs from being controlled or disrespected. Example, I respect your opinion, but I have my own views on this topic. 5. Energy boundaries. Choosing where you invest your energy and not giving too much to things that exhaust you. Example, I can't be your emotional support every day. I need time for myself too. How to set boundaries without feeling guilty. Many people struggle with boundaries because they feel guilty for saying no. They worry about disappointing others, but the truth is that saying yes to everything will only lead to burnout. You cannot be everything for everyone. If you find it hard to set boundaries, try these strategies. 1. Remind yourself that your needs matter. You are not a machine. You have limits, and that is okay. Respecting your own needs is not wrong. It is necessary for your well-being. 2. Start small. If setting boundaries feels overwhelming, start with small steps. Practice saying no to minor requests before moving on to bigger ones. 3. Use clear and direct communication. When setting a boundary, be firm and straightforward. You don't need to over-explain or apologize. For example, instead of saying, I'm really sorry, but I just don't think I can help, say, I can't help with that. 4. Expect resistance. Some people may not like your boundaries, especially if they are used to taking advantage of you. That's okay. Their reaction is their problem, not yours. Stand firm. 5. Practice self-affirmations. When you feel guilty, remind yourself, I have the right to set boundaries. My needs are just as important as anyone else's. I do not need to please everyone to be worthy. Examples of healthy boundaries. Here are some examples of boundaries you can set in different areas of your life. At work, I can't take on extra tasks right now. I already have a full workload. I don't respond to work emails outside of office hours. With friends, I love spending time with you, but I need some alone time today. I don't feel comfortable talking about that topic. With family, I appreciate your advice, but I need to make this decision on my own. I won't tolerate disrespectful comments, even from family. In relationships, I need honesty and respect in a relationship. I won't stay in a relationship where I feel unappreciated. The power of enforcing boundaries. Setting boundaries is one thing, enforcing them is another. If you allow people to cross your boundaries without consequences, they will not take you seriously. Here's how to enforce your boundaries with confidence. 1. Stay consistent. If you make exceptions too often, people will push your limits. Be firm and stick to your decisions. 2. Don't feel the need to over-explain. You do not owe anyone a detailed explanation for your boundaries. A simple, "this doesn't work for me," is enough. 3. Walk away when necessary. If someone repeatedly disrespects your boundaries, you may need to distance yourself from them. 4. Believe in your right to say no. Saying no does not make you a bad person. It makes you someone who values their own well-being. Your life after setting boundaries. When you start setting and enforcing boundaries, your life will change in powerful ways. You will feel more in control of your time, your emotions, and your relationships. You will no longer feel drained by people who take too much from you. Instead, you will have more energy for the things and people that truly matter. You will also notice a shift in how people treat you. When you respect yourself, others will learn to respect you too. The people who truly care about you will honor your boundaries. The ones who don't will fade away, and that's a good thing. Most importantly, you will gain a sense of inner peace. No more resentment, no more exhaustion from overcommitting, no more feeling used. Just a life where you are in charge of your own happiness. A final reminder. Boundaries are not walls that keep people out. They are doors that allow the right people in. The people who respect your boundaries are the ones who deserve a place in your life. Starting today, promise yourself that you will no longer sacrifice your well-being for the sake of others. Promise yourself that you will stand firm, say no when needed, and never feel guilty for protecting your peace. Because when you respect yourself enough to set boundaries, you create a life that is truly yours, one filled with joy, confidence, and freedom. Chapter 3. Overcoming self-doubt. Self-doubt is one of the biggest obstacles to self-respect. It whispers in your mind, making you question your abilities, your worth, and your place in the world. It tells you that you are not good enough, not smart enough, not strong enough. It makes you second-guess your decisions, hold back from opportunities, and settle for less than you deserve. But here's the truth. Self-doubt is a lie. It is not a reflection of reality. It is a habit, a voice that has been trained to criticize you. And like any habit, it can be broken. Everyone experiences self-doubt at some point in their lives. Even the most successful and confident people have moments where they wonder if they are capable. But the difference between those who move forward and those who stay stuck is simple. They do not let doubt control them. They feel it, acknowledge it, and then push past it. This chapter is about learning to silence self-doubt and replace it with self-belief. You will discover where doubt comes from, how to challenge it, and how to build confidence in yourself. By the end of this chapter, you will understand that you are far more capable than you think, and you are worthy of trusting yourself. Where does self-doubt come from? Self-doubt does not come from nowhere. It is usually built over time, shaped by past experiences, negative words, and fears. Understanding where it comes from can help you break free from it. 1. Past failures. If you have failed before, you might fear failing again. But failure is not a sign that you are incapable. It is proof that you tried, learned, and grew. 2. Negative words from others. If you have ever been told that you are not good enough, not smart enough, or not capable, those words may have taken root in your mind. But other people's opinions do not define you. Only you get to decide who you are. 3. Comparing yourself to others. Social media, society, and even friends can make you feel like you are behind in life. But remember, your journey is unique. Your worth is not based on someone else's success. 4. Fear of rejection. Many people doubt themselves because they fear what others will think. But no matter what you do, There will always be people who have opinions. You cannot control them. You can only control how you live your life. How to challenge self-doubt. Self-doubt is like a shadow. It follows you, but it has no real power unless you give it power. Here are ways to challenge it and take back control of your mind. 1. Question the doubt. The next time you think, "I'm not good enough," ask yourself, where is the proof? You will often realize that there is no real evidence, just fear. 2. Remember your strengths. Make a list of your past successes, no matter how small. Remind yourself of the things you have overcome, the challenges you have faced, and the progress you have made. 3. Talk to yourself like a friend. If your best friend was doubting themselves, what would you say? You would encourage them, support them, and remind them of their worth. Treat yourself with that same kindness. 4. Replace negative thoughts with positive ones. When doubt tells you, "I can't do this," replace it with, "I will figure this out." Your words shape your reality. Choose them wisely. 5. Take action anyway. Confidence does not come before action. It comes from action. The best way to silence doubt is to prove it wrong by doing the very thing it says you cannot do. Building unshakable confidence. Confidence is the opposite of self-doubt. It is the belief that you are capable, worthy, and enough. But confidence is not something you are born with. It is something you build. Here's how. 1. Keep promises to yourself. When you say you will do something, do it. This builds trust in yourself. When you trust yourself, you feel more confident. 2. Step outside your comfort zone. Growth happens when you challenge yourself. Try new things, take small risks, and prove to yourself that you can handle discomfort. 3. Surround yourself with encouraging people. The people around you influence your mindset. Spend time with those who uplift you and believe in you. 4. Practice self-affirmations. Every day, remind yourself of your worth. Say things like, "I am capable of achieving great things. I deserve respect and happiness. I trust myself to handle any challenge." 5. Stop waiting for perfection. Perfection does not exist. Do not wait until you feel ready or perfect to take action. Start now with what you have. Overcoming the fear of failure. A major cause of self-doubt is the fear of failure. Many people are so afraid of failing they never even try. But here's something to remember. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of success. Every mistake you make is a lesson. Every setback is a stepping stone. Think about some of the greatest people in history. Thomas Edison failed 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. Oprah Winfrey was told she was not good enough for television. J.K. Rowling was rejected by 12 publishers before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon. If they had listened to self-doubt, they would have given up. But they didn't. They believed in themselves and kept going. And you can too. Your life after overcoming self-doubt. Imagine waking up every day feeling confident in yourself. Imagine going after your dreams without hesitation, speaking up for yourself without fear, and making decisions with certainty. That is the life you can have when you let go of self-doubt. When you stop doubting yourself, you take control of your life instead of waiting for permission. Attract better relationships because you respect yourself. Feel happier and more at peace because you no longer question your worth. Achieve more because you believe in your own abilities. A final reminder, self-doubt is not your enemy. It is just a voice in your head, and you do not have to listen to it. You are stronger, smarter, and more capable than you realize. Starting today, make a promise to yourself. I will no longer let doubt hold me back. I will trust myself, believe in myself, and take action even when I feel afraid. Because the truth is, you are enough. You always have been, and you always will be. Chapter 4, The Power of Self-Worth. At the core of self-respect is self-worth, the unshakable belief that you are valuable, deserving of love, and worthy of happiness. It is the foundation of how you treat yourself and how you allow others to treat you. When you truly understand your worth, your entire life changes. You stop settling for less than you deserve. You stop allowing people to take advantage of you. You stop doubting yourself and start walking with confidence. But for many people, self-worth is a struggle. Society, past experiences, and negative thoughts can make you feel like you are not enough. You might base your worth on how others see you, what you achieve, or how much you do for others. But here's the truth. Your worth is not something you have to earn. It is already within you. You are worthy simply because you exist. This chapter is about recognizing your self-worth, owning it, and never letting anyone take it away from you. By the end, you will know deep in your heart that you are enough, just as you are. What is self-worth? Self-worth is the belief that you are valuable and deserving of good things, regardless of what others think, what you have achieved, or where you are in life. It is different from self-esteem, which is based on confidence in your abilities. Self-worth is deeper. It is about who you are, not just what you do. When you have strong self-worth, you stand up for yourself without fear. Walk away from toxic relationships and situations. Trust yourself and your decisions. Believe that you deserve love, respect, and happiness. But when self-worth is low, you seek approval from others to feel good about yourself. Stay in situations that hurt you because you think you don't deserve better. Apologize for things that are not your fault. Feel like you have to prove yourself constantly. Where does low self-worth come from? If you struggle with self-worth, you are not alone. Many people battle with it, often because of past experiences. Here are some common causes of low self-worth. 1. Negative words from others. Maybe someone told you that you were not good enough, not smart enough, or not lovable. These words can stay in your mind and make you believe them. But the truth is, other people's opinions do not define you. 2. Comparing yourself to others. Social media and society can make you feel like you are behind or not successful enough. But your journey is unique. You are not in competition with anyone. 3. Past mistakes or failures. If you have failed in the past, you might believe that you are not worthy of success. But failure does not define your worth. It helps you grow. 4. Toxic relationships. Being in relationships where you are not valued can make you question your worth. But someone else's inability to see your value does not mean you are not valuable. How to recognize your self-worth. Realizing your worth is one of the most powerful things you can do for yourself. Here's how to start. 1. Understand that your worth is inherent. You do not have to earn your worth. It is not based on success, appearance, or what others think. You are worthy simply because you are human. 2. Stop seeking validation from others. Many people base their worth on how others treat them. But your value does not decrease just because someone fails to see it. You do not need approval to be enough. Accept yourself completely. You have flaws, just like everyone else. But your flaws do not make you unworthy. True self-worth comes from accepting yourself as you are. 4. Let go of the past. Your mistakes do not define you. Instead of holding on to guilt or regret, use past experiences as lessons and move forward. How to strengthen your self-worth. Building self-worth takes time, but it is one of the most important things you can do for yourself. Here are ways to strengthen it. 1. Set high standards for yourself. When you respect yourself, you do not accept less than you deserve. Whether it is in relationships, friendships, or opportunities, remind yourself, I deserve the best. If something does not align with your self-worth, walk away. 2. Treat yourself with kindness. If you constantly criticize yourself, you will start believing that you are not enough. Instead, speak to yourself with love and kindness. Replace negative thoughts with affirmations like, I am enough as I am. I am worthy of respect and love. I deserve happiness and success. Surround yourself with people who lift you up. The people around you have a big impact on how you see yourself. Be with those who appreciate you, respect you, and remind you of your worth. Let go of those who make you feel small. 4. Stop comparing yourself to others. Your journey is your own. You are not supposed to be like anyone else. Focus on your progress, not on how others are doing. 5. Do things that make you feel proud. Confidence and self-worth grow when you challenge yourself and achieve things that make you proud. Set goals, take action, and celebrate your victories, no matter how small. 6. Say no without guilt. You do not have to say yes to everything to be worthy. If something drains your energy or does not align with your values, say no. Respecting your time and energy is a sign of self-worth. 7. Forgive yourself. You are human and you will make mistakes, but do not let those mistakes define you. Learn, grow, and remind yourself that you are still worthy of love and respect. Your life after embracing your worth. When you truly know your worth, everything changes. You walk with confidence, make decisions without fear, and stop settling for less. You feel happier, stronger, and more at peace with yourself. You no longer seek approval from others because you validate yourself. You attract healthier relationships because you refuse to be treated poorly. You believe in your abilities because you know you are capable. You set and achieve goals because you trust yourself. A final reminder: you were born worthy. Nothing and no one can take that away from you. Starting today, promise yourself, I will never again question my worth. I will not settle. I will not shrink myself. And I will not allow others to define my value. I am enough just as I am. Because the truth is, you have always been worthy. You just need to believe it. Chapter 5: Setting Boundaries with Confidence. Self-respect is not just about how you see yourself. It is also about how you allow others to treat you. When you truly value yourself, you set clear boundaries and stand firm in them. You do not let people take advantage of you, disrespect you, or cross the lines that protect your peace. Many people struggle with setting boundaries because they fear upsetting others. They worry about being seen as selfish, rude, or unkind. But here is the truth. Setting boundaries is not about pushing people away. It is about protecting your well-being. It is about saying, I respect myself enough to not let others harm me, drain me, or take more than I can give. If you want to build strong self-respect, you must learn how to set boundaries and enforce them with confidence. In this chapter, you will learn why boundaries are important, how to create them, and how to stand by them without guilt. What are boundaries? Boundaries are the limits you set to protect your time, energy, emotions, and mental health. They tell people what is acceptable and what is not. Think of boundaries like a fence around your home. You decide who gets to enter, how far they can go, and when they need to leave. There are different types of boundaries, including 1. Emotional boundaries, protecting your feelings and mental well-being. Example, I will not allow people to speak to me in a disrespectful way. 2. Time boundaries, protecting your time and energy. Example, I cannot take on extra work outside of my responsibilities. 3. Physical boundaries, protecting your personal space. Example, I am not comfortable with hugs or physical touch from people I do not know well. 4. Mental boundaries, protecting your thoughts and opinions. Example, I respect your beliefs, but I expect you to respect mine too. 5. Relationship boundaries, protecting yourself from toxic relationships. Example, if you continue to treat me this way, I will walk away. When you set strong boundaries, you send a clear message. I respect myself, and I expect others to do the same. Why people struggle with boundaries? Many people have a hard time setting boundaries because they are afraid of how others will react. Some common reasons people struggle include 1. Fear of disapproval. You might worry that setting boundaries will make others upset or disappointed in you, but people who truly care about you will respect your needs. 2. Guilt. You might feel guilty for saying no because you were raised to put others before yourself. But taking care of yourself is not selfish. It is necessary. 3. Fear of conflict. Some people avoid setting boundaries because they do not want to start an argument, but avoiding conflict can lead to even more stress and resentment. 4. Wanting to please everyone. You might feel like you have to say yes to everything to be liked, but you cannot make everyone happy, and you should not have to. It is important to remember that setting boundaries is an act of self-respect. You are not responsible for other people's reactions. You are responsible for your own well-being. How to set healthy boundaries. If you have never set boundaries before, it may feel uncomfortable at first, but with practice, it will become easier. Here are steps to set boundaries with confidence. 1. Identify your limits. Before you can set boundaries, you need to know what you are and are not comfortable with. Think about situations where you feel drained, disrespected, or uncomfortable. Those are signs that your boundaries are being crossed. Ask yourself, what behaviors make me feel disrespected? Where do I need to say no more often? What do I need to protect my time and energy? 2. Communicate clearly and firmly. When setting boundaries, be direct and confident. Do not apologize or over-explain. A simple and firm statement is enough. For example, instead of saying, "I'm sorry, but I can't help you with this right now," say, "I won't be able to help you with this." Instead of saying, "I feel bad saying no, but I really need time for myself," say, "I need to take care of myself, so I will not be able to do that." 3. Enforce your boundaries. Setting boundaries is not enough. You must also stand by them. If someone repeatedly crosses your boundaries, remind them firmly. If they continue to disrespect you, take action by distancing yourself or removing them from your life. Example, "I have told you that I do not appreciate being spoken to in that way. If it continues, I will need to step away from this relationship." 4. Stop feeling guilty. You are not responsible for other people's emotions. If someone gets upset because you set a boundary, that is their problem, not yours. Your mental and emotional health matter. Do not sacrifice yourself to please others. 5. Practice saying no. If you struggle with saying no, start small. Practice turning down small requests, and over time, it will become easier to say no to bigger things. You do not need to justify your no. A simple "no, that does not work for me" is enough. How boundaries improve your life. When you start setting boundaries, you will notice major changes in your life. You will feel more confident because you know your worth. Have more energy because you are no longer giving too much of yourself to others. Experience healthier relationships because you will attract people who respect you. Reduce stress and resentment because you are no longer allowing yourself to be taken advantage of. Make better decisions because you are focused on what truly matters to you. Setting boundaries is one of the most powerful ways to respect yourself. It shows the world that you value yourself and will not tolerate anything less than you deserve. Your life after setting boundaries. Imagine a life where you no longer feel drained, disrespected, or overwhelmed by other people's demands. A life where you confidently say no when needed, stand up for yourself without fear, and only surround yourself with people who truly respect you. That is the life you can have when you set strong boundaries. From today forward, make a promise to yourself. I will no longer allow others to cross my boundaries. I will protect my energy, my time, and my well-being. I will stand up for myself because I deserve respect. Because the truth is, you are worthy of respect, and it starts with you. Chapter 6. Believing in yourself. Self-respect is built on a strong foundation of self-belief. If you do not believe in yourself, it becomes easy for others to take advantage of you, to make you doubt your worth, and to control your decisions. But when you develop unshakable confidence in who you are and what you are capable of, you take control of your own life. You stop relying on others for approval, and you start trusting yourself to make the best choices for your happiness. Many people struggle with self-belief because they have spent years listening to negative voices, whether from society, family, or even their own thoughts. These voices tell them that they are not smart enough, strong enough, or worthy enough. But the truth is, you are capable of so much more than you think. You already have the power within you to create the life you want. All you need to do is believe in yourself. This chapter will teach you how to develop self-belief, overcome self-doubt, and trust yourself completely. Because when you truly believe in yourself, nothing can stop you. Why self-belief is so important. When you believe in yourself, everything in your life improves. You make better decisions because you trust your own judgment. Set higher goals because you know you can achieve them. Handle challenges with confidence because you know you can figure things out. Attract better relationships because you radiate self-respect. Stop depending on others for validation or approval. Without self-belief, you will constantly doubt yourself. You will hesitate, second-guess your choices, and let fear control your life. But when you develop strong self-belief, you walk through life with power, confidence, and a deep trust in yourself. What destroys self-belief? If you struggle with believing in yourself, it is not your fault. Many things in life can damage your confidence and make you feel like you are not good enough. Here are some common reasons people lose self-belief. 1. Negative words from others. If you grew up hearing things like, "You're not good enough," or "You'll never succeed," those words may still be in your mind. But remember, other people's opinions do not define you. You are more powerful than the words of others. 2. Fear of failure. Many people do not believe in themselves because they are afraid of failing. But failure is not a sign that you are not good enough. It is a stepping stone to success. Every great person in history has failed before they succeeded. 3. Comparing yourself to others. If you always compare yourself to people who seem more successful, you will never feel good enough. But your journey is unique. You are not supposed to be like anyone else. You are meant to be you. 4. Past mistakes. If you have made mistakes in the past, you might doubt yourself now, but mistakes do not define you. They are lessons, not life sentences. You can learn, grow, and move forward. 5. Lack of support. Sometimes people do not believe in themselves because they never had anyone to encourage them. If that is your story, know this: you can be your own biggest supporter. You do not need anyone else's permission to believe in yourself. How to start believing in yourself. No matter how much self-doubt you have right now, you can change it. Here are powerful ways to develop self-belief and start living with confidence. 1. Replace negative thoughts with positive ones. Your mind is powerful. If you constantly tell yourself, "I can't do this," or "I'm not good enough," you will start believing it. Instead, replace those thoughts with positive affirmations. "I am capable. I am worthy of success. I trust myself to make good decisions. I have everything I need to succeed." Say these things to yourself every day. Over time, your brain will start believing them. 2. Take small actions every day. Belief in yourself does not come from thinking. It comes from action. When you take small steps toward your goals, you prove to yourself that you are capable. The more action you take, the more confident you become. If you are afraid to do something big, start small. Every step forward builds your self-belief. 3. Stop seeking approval from others. One of the biggest reasons people do not believe in themselves is because they are waiting for others to validate them. But the truth is, you do not need anyone's approval to be confident in yourself. Stop worrying about what others think. Trust yourself and your decisions. Your opinion of yourself is the only one that truly matters. 4. Focus on what you have already overcome. Think about all the challenges you have faced in life. You have been through hard times, yet you are still here. You have survived things you once thought you could not handle. That is proof of your strength. If you have overcome past struggles, you can overcome future ones too. Remind yourself of your resilience whenever you doubt yourself. 5. Surround yourself with people who lift you up. The people around you have a big influence on your self-belief. If you are surrounded by negative, toxic people who doubt you, their words will affect your confidence. Instead, spend time with people who encourage you, support you, and believe in you. Being around positive people will help you see your own worth. 6. Forgive yourself for the past. Sometimes self-doubt comes from guilt or regret, but holding on to past mistakes only keeps you stuck. Forgive yourself, learn from the past, and move forward with confidence. No one is perfect. You deserve to believe in yourself, no matter what has happened before. 7. Keep pushing forward, no matter what. Self-belief is a journey. Some days you will feel confident. Other days doubt may creep in. But no matter what, keep moving forward. Do not let fear stop you. Do not let failure hold you back. Do not let other people's opinions define you. Keep going, keep growing, and keep believing in yourself. The life you deserve is waiting for you. Imagine a life where you trust yourself completely. A life where you go after your dreams without fear. A life where you do not waste time doubting yourself or seeking approval from others. That life is possible for you, and it starts with one decision: believe in yourself. Starting today, promise yourself, "I will no longer let fear hold me back. I will not let the words of others define me. I will trust myself and my abilities. I am enough just as I am." Because the truth is, you have always been capable. You just need to believe it. And once you do, nothing can stop you. Chapter 7. Overcoming Fear and Doubt. Fear and doubt are two of the biggest enemies of self-respect. They hold you back from making decisions, from standing up for yourself, and from chasing the life you deserve. When you let fear and doubt control your mind, you start to question your worth. You hesitate, second-guess yourself, and allow others to influence your choices. But when you overcome these feelings, you become unstoppable. Fear is natural. Everyone feels it. Doubt is normal. Everyone experiences it. The difference between people who succeed and people who stay stuck is how they handle these emotions. Successful people feel fear and doubt just like everyone else, but they do not let those feelings stop them. They push forward despite the fear. They act even when doubt is whispering in their ear. If you want to build unshakable self-respect, you must learn to overcome fear and doubt. You must learn to trust yourself even when you are scared. In this chapter, we will talk about how to recognize these feelings, how to deal with them, and how to move forward with confidence. Why fear and doubt take away your power. Fear and doubt are not just emotions. They are forces that can control your life if you let them. They are like chains that keep you from stepping into your full potential. Here are some ways they take away your power. 1, they stop you from taking action. Fear tells you, what if you fail? Doubt tells you, what if you're not good enough? When you listen to these voices, you hesitate. You stay in your comfort zone, and as a result, you never reach your true potential. 2, they make you depend on others for validation. When you doubt yourself, you start looking to others for approval. You wait for someone else to tell you that you are good enough, smart enough, or capable enough. But self-respect comes from within. You must believe in yourself first. 3, they keep you stuck in toxic situations. Fear makes you stay in bad relationships, bad jobs, and bad friendships because you are afraid of change. Doubt makes you think you do not deserve better. But the truth is, you always have the power to walk away from anything that does not respect you. 4, they prevent you from living fully. A life controlled by fear and doubt is a small life. It is a life where you hold yourself back, play it safe, and never chase your biggest dreams. But you were meant for more than that. You were meant to live boldly, to take risks, and to grow. How to overcome fear and doubt. If fear and doubt have controlled you for too long, it is time to take back your power. Here are some steps to break free. 1, acknowledge your fear, but do not let it control you. Fear is not something to be ashamed of. It is a natural part of being human. The key is to acknowledge it without letting it stop you. When fear shows up, say to yourself, I see you, fear, but I will not let you hold me back. I know you are trying to protect me, but I choose to move forward anyway. I am stronger than my fear. Fear only has power when you listen to it. The moment you decide to act despite fear, you weaken its grip on you. 2, challenge your doubts. Doubt often comes from false beliefs. Your mind might tell you, I'm not good enough, but is that really true? Challenge those thoughts with logic. Doubt says, I'm not good enough. Truth, I have overcome so many challenges. I am stronger than I think. Doubt says, I might fail. Truth, failure is not the end. It is a lesson that will help me grow. People will judge me. People's opinions do not define my worth. Every time you doubt yourself, replace that doubt with a positive truth. 3, take small steps forward. Fear and doubt grow when you stay still. The best way to shrink them is to take action. Even small steps can build your confidence. If you are afraid to speak up, start by expressing your thoughts in small ways. If you doubt your abilities, try something new and prove yourself wrong. Every small victory weakens fear and strengthens self-respect. 4, stop waiting for the perfect moment. Fear and doubt will always give you reasons to wait. They will say you're not ready yet, or now is not the right time. But the truth is, there is no perfect moment. The best time to start believing in yourself is now. Do not wait for confidence to magically appear. Confidence comes from taking action, even when you are scared. 5, focus on your strengths, not your weaknesses. When you focus on what you lack, fear and doubt grow. But when you focus on your strengths, confidence increases. Make a list of things you are good at. Remind yourself of the challenges you have overcome. Celebrate your progress. The more you focus on your strengths, the more self-respect you build. 6. Surround yourself with supportive people. Fear and doubt grow when you are surrounded by negative, unsupportive people. Spend time with people who encourage you, believe in you, and remind you of your worth. And if you do not have supportive people around you, be your own supporter. Speak to yourself with kindness and encouragement. 7. Remember that fear is temporary. Fear feels huge in the moment, but it does not last forever. The things you are afraid of today will not scare you forever. Look back at things you used to fear. Many of them no longer bother you. Every time you face fear, you become stronger. Every time you push through doubt, you gain more confidence. Your life beyond fear and doubt. Imagine a life where fear does not hold you back. A life where you trust yourself completely, take risks, and step into your full power. That life is possible. It begins the moment you decide to stop listening to fear and start believing in yourself. From today forward, make this promise. I will not let fear control me. I will not let doubt define me. I will take action even when I am scared. I trust myself to handle whatever comes my way. Because the truth is, you are stronger than your fears. You are more capable than your doubts. And once you realize that, nothing will stop you. Chapter 8. Setting Boundaries and Protecting Your Peace. Self-respect is not just about how you see yourself. It is also about how you allow others to treat you. If you do not set boundaries, people will take advantage of your kindness, drain your energy, and make you feel unworthy. But when you learn to set healthy boundaries, you protect your peace, honor your needs, and strengthen your self-respect. Many people struggle with boundaries because they fear rejection or conflict. They worry that if they say no, they will disappoint others. But the truth is, your well-being matters just as much as anyone else's. If you do not stand up for yourself, no one else will do it for you. This chapter will teach you how to set boundaries with confidence, stop feeling guilty about saying no, and build relationships that respect your worth. Because when you protect your peace, you create a life that feels safe, balanced, and fulfilling. Why boundaries are important. Boundaries are like invisible lines that define what you are willing to accept from others. They protect your time, energy, emotions, and personal space. Without boundaries, you may feel exhausted from always pleasing others, let toxic people stay in your life, struggle with guilt when you say no, lose sight of your own needs. But with strong boundaries, you will gain more self-respect because you stand up for yourself. Attract better relationships with people who respect your limits. Reduce stress by saying no to things that drain you. Feel more in control of your life instead of letting others control it. If you have ever felt like people take advantage of your kindness, setting boundaries is the solution. Signs you need stronger boundaries. Many people do not realize they have weak boundaries until they reach a breaking point. Here are some signs that you need stronger boundaries in your life. 1. You say yes when you want to say no. If you agree to things out of guilt or fear of disappointing others, it means you are putting their needs above your own. 2. You feel drained after being around certain people. Some people constantly take from you your time, your energy, your kindness, without giving anything in return. If you always feel exhausted after dealing with someone, it is a sign you need a boundary. 3. You struggle to speak up for yourself. If you let people disrespect you because you do not want conflict, you are sacrificing your own self-respect. 4. You feel responsible for other people's happiness. You cannot fix or save everyone. If you feel like it is your job to make sure others are happy, you are carrying a burden that is not yours to bear. 5. You allow toxic people to stay in your life. If someone repeatedly hurts, disrespects, or drains you, but you keep them in your life, it means your boundaries need to be stronger. Recognizing these signs is the first step toward creating healthier relationships and a more peaceful life. How to set healthy boundaries. Setting boundaries is not about being rude or pushing people away. It is about honoring your needs and teaching others how to treat you. Here are the steps to set strong, healthy boundaries. 1. Get clear on what you will and won't accept. You cannot set boundaries if you do not know what they are. Think about what makes you uncomfortable, stressed, or drained. Ask yourself, what behaviors from others make me feel disrespected? What situations make me feel overwhelmed or uncomfortable? What do I need more of in my life? Once you know your limits, you can start enforcing them. Nana 2. Learn to say no without guilt. Many people struggle with saying no because they feel guilty. But saying no does not mean you are selfish. It means you are taking care of yourself. You do not have to explain or justify your no. Keep it simple. I can't commit to that. That doesn't work for me. I need to focus on my own priorities right now. You do not owe anyone an apology for protecting your peace. 3. Communicate your boundaries clearly. If you want people to respect your boundaries, you have to express them directly. Do not assume people will just know what you need. Be clear and firm. With a friend who always talks negatively, I care about you, but I need to take a break from these negative conversations. With a boss who overloads you with work, I can't take on extra tasks right now without it affecting my current responsibilities. With a partner who disrespects your feelings, I need to feel heard and respected. If that doesn't happen, I will have to reconsider our relationship. Being direct may feel uncomfortable at first, but it is necessary for self-respect. 4. Enforce your boundaries with actions, not just words. Some people will test your boundaries to see if they can still control or manipulate you. If you set a boundary but do not follow through, they will continue to cross the line. For example, if you tell someone you will not tolerate disrespect, but you allow them to keep treating you poorly, they will not take your boundaries seriously. If you tell a friend you cannot always be available, but you keep saying yes, they will keep expecting your time. Respect your own boundaries first, and others will follow. Let go of people who do not respect your boundaries. Not everyone will respect your boundaries, and that is okay. Some people will get angry, call you selfish, or try to guilt trip you, but their reaction is not your responsibility. If someone refuses to respect your boundaries, it may be time to step back from that relationship. Your peace is more important than keeping people around who do not honor your worth. 6. Remind yourself that your needs matter. Many people feel selfish for setting boundaries, but remember, you cannot pour from an empty cup. If you always put others before yourself, you will eventually burn out. Your time, energy, and emotions are valuable. You deserve relationships that uplift you, not ones that drain you. You are not responsible for making everyone happy at the cost of your own well-being. Your life with strong boundaries. Imagine a life where you say no without guilt, walk away from toxic relationships, protect your time and energy, feel respected in your relationships, live with inner peace and confidence. That life is possible when you set strong boundaries. It may feel difficult at first, but the more you stand up for yourself, the easier it becomes. From today forward, promise yourself, I will not allow others to disrespect me. I will say no when I need to without feeling guilty. I will protect my peace and energy. I will not stay in relationships that make me feel unworthy. Because the truth is, you teach people how to treat you. When you respect yourself enough to set boundaries, you create a life where only those who truly value you remain. Chapter 9. Forgiving yourself and letting go of the past. Self-respect is not just about how you treat yourself in the present, it is also about how you deal with your past. Many people struggle with self-respect because they are weighed down by regrets, mistakes, and painful memories. They hold on to guilt, shame, and anger, believing that they are not worthy of happiness or a fresh start. But the truth is, you cannot fully respect yourself if you are still punishing yourself for the past. Forgiving yourself is one of the most powerful things you can do for your self-respect. When you let go of your past mistakes, you give yourself permission to move forward. You stop defining yourself by what went wrong and start focusing on who you are becoming. In this chapter, we will talk about why forgiving yourself is essential, how to release the past, and how to step into a future filled with confidence and peace. Why holding on to the past hurts your self-respect. Your mind is like a garden. If you fill it with guilt, regret, and negative thoughts, those emotions will grow and take over. But if you plant seeds of self-forgiveness, healing, and growth, you will create a life filled with confidence and self-respect. Holding on to the past damages your self-worth in several ways. 1, it keeps you stuck in a cycle of shame. If you constantly replay your past mistakes, you never give yourself a chance to grow. You remain stuck in the same pain instead of learning from it and moving on. 2, it makes you feel unworthy of happiness. Many people believe that because they made mistakes, they do not deserve joy, love, or success, but everyone makes mistakes. Your past does not define your worth. 3, it prevents you from fully loving yourself. True self-respect comes from accepting yourself, including your past. If you are always criticizing yourself for what you did wrong, you will never fully appreciate who you are today. 4, it holds you back from opportunities. If you define yourself by past failures, you might be afraid to try new things, take risks, or trust yourself again. Letting go of the past gives you the freedom to move forward. Understanding that mistakes are part of growth. Every mistake you have ever made has been a lesson in disguise. Think about the people you admire, leaders, artists, entrepreneurs, and those who inspire you. Do you think they never made mistakes? Of course, they did. But what makes them different is they learned from those mistakes instead of letting them define their future. Here are a few truths to remember. Mistakes do not make you a failure. They make you human. Every mistake carries a lesson. Once you learn the lesson, you can let go of the guilt. You are not the same person you were when you made those mistakes. You have grown, changed, and learned. The past cannot be changed, but it can be used as a stepping stone to a better future. How to forgive yourself and move forward. Self-forgiveness does not happen overnight. It is a process of letting go, learning, and choosing to move forward. Here are some steps to help you forgive yourself and regain your self-respect. 1, accept that you cannot change the past. No matter how much you replay past events in your mind, you cannot go back and undo them. Wishing things had been different will only keep you trapped in regret. The only thing you can change is how you respond to the past. Tell yourself, I did the best I could with the knowledge and emotions I had at that time. Now I choose to move forward. 2, separate yourself from your mistakes. You are not your mistakes. Just because you made a bad choice does not mean you are a bad person. Think about how you would treat a friend who made the same mistake. Would you call them worthless? No, you would remind them that they are still a good person. Treat yourself with the same kindness. Say, I made a mistake, but I am still worthy. I am still growing. I am still learning. 3, learn the lesson and let go of the pain. Every experience teaches us something. Ask yourself, what did this mistake teach me? How can I make better choices in the future? What would I do differently next time? Once you learn the lesson, there is no reason to carry the pain. Holding on to guilt does not change the past. It only steals your peace. 4, make amends if necessary. If your actions hurt someone else, take responsibility and apologize if possible. Making amends is not about punishing yourself. It is about showing growth and respect for yourself and others. But if you cannot fix the past, forgive yourself anyway. You do not need permission from others to move. 5, stop punishing yourself. Some people feel they need to suffer for their past mistakes. They deny themselves happiness, love, and success because they believe they do not deserve it. But self-punishment does not fix anything. It only prolongs your pain. You deserve joy, peace, and a future free from regret. Let yourself heal. 6, change your inner dialogue. The way you speak to yourself matters. If you constantly tell yourself, I'm such a failure, or I'll never forgive myself, you reinforce negative beliefs. Instead, start telling yourself, I made mistakes, but I am still worthy. I am growing and learning every day. I deserve happiness and peace. Over time, these affirmations will become your truth. 7, focus on the present and future. You cannot build a bright future while constantly looking at the past. Shift your focus from what went wrong to what you can do right, starting today. What steps can you take to become the person you want to be? How can you make choices that align with your values and goals? What positive habits can you build to create a better future? Every day is a new chance to start fresh. Do not waste it by living in the past. Your life after self-forgiveness. Imagine waking up without the weight of guilt and regret. Imagine feeling at peace with your past and excited about your future. That is what self-forgiveness gives you. It gives you freedom. From today forward, promise yourself, I will not let my past define me. I will learn from my mistakes and grow. I deserve happiness, peace, and self-respect. Because the truth is, you are more than your past. You are your strength, your resilience, and your ability to rise again. Let go, move forward, and step into the life you deserve. Chapter 10. Becoming the person you were meant to be. Self-respect is not just about how you see yourself. It is about how you live your life. It is about the choices you make, the way you treat yourself, and the way you allow others to treat you. It is about standing tall, believing in your worth, and refusing to settle for anything less than you deserve. You have spent this journey learning to love yourself, set boundaries, let go of toxic influences, and forgive your past. Now it is time for the final and most powerful step, becoming the person you were always meant to be. This is the chapter where you take everything you have learned and put it into action. This is your moment to step into your power, embrace your true self, and build a life that reflects your worth. Your future begins with a choice. Every day, you have a choice. You can choose to stay stuck in old habits, fears, and doubts, or you can choose to step forward with confidence, strength, and self-respect. You can choose to let negative voices define you, or you can choose to define yourself. You can choose to keep making excuses, or you can choose to take action. You can choose to live for others' approval, or you can choose to live for yourself. The life you want is on the other side of your decisions. What will you choose? Building unshakable confidence. Self-respect and confidence go hand in hand. When you respect yourself, you naturally feel more confident in your abilities, your decisions, and your worth. But confidence is not something you are born with. It is something you build. Here's how to develop unshakable confidence. 1. Stop seeking validation from others. You do not need anyone else's approval to feel good about yourself. The moment you stop chasing validation, you become free. The only person you need to impress is yourself. 2. Celebrate your strengths. Instead of focusing on what you lack, focus on what makes you unique. What are your talents? What have you overcome? What makes you proud of yourself? Own your strengths. 3. Take care of your mind and body. Confidence comes from within, but it is also reflected in how you treat yourself. Take care of your health, nourish your body, and engage in activities that make you feel good. 4. Face your fears. Confidence grows when you step outside of your comfort zone. Challenge yourself. Try new things. Speak up. Take risks. The more you face your fears, the less power they have over you. 5. Practice self-love daily. Confidence is built through daily habits. Speak kindly to yourself, set goals, and remind yourself of your worth every single day. Living with purpose. Self-respect means living a life that aligns with your values, passions, and dreams. It means knowing that you are here for a reason and refusing to waste your time on things that do not fulfill you. If you feel lost or unsure of your purpose, ask yourself, what makes me excited to wake up in the morning? What do I love doing so much that I lose track of time? What kind of impact do I want to make in the world? What do I want people to remember about me? Your purpose does not have to be something grand or world-changing. It simply has to be something that makes your heart feel full. Whether it is being a loving parent, creating art, helping others, or building a business, your purpose is whatever makes you feel alive. Letting go of anything that no longer serves you. Becoming the person you are meant to be requires leaving behind anything that no longer fits the new you. This means letting go of toxic relationships that drain your energy and lower your self-worth, negative self-talk that keeps you stuck in doubt and fear, old habits that no longer align with your goals and growth, excuses that prevent you from taking action. Letting go can be hard, but remember, you cannot grow if you are still holding on to the things that keep you small. Creating a life that reflects your worth. The way you live your life should be a reflection of your self-respect. When you respect yourself, you do not settle for mediocrity. You aim higher. You expect more. You choose things that make you happy and fulfilled. Here's how to build a life that matches your self-worth. 1. Surround yourself with supportive people. Your environment shapes your mindset. Spend time with people who lift you up, encourage you, and respect your boundaries. 2. Set big goals and take action. Do not be afraid to dream big. Set goals that excite you, challenge you, and push you to grow. But do not stop at dreaming. Take action. Even small steps lead to big progress. 3. Do what makes you happy. Life is too short to live for others. Choose a career, hobbies, and activities that bring you joy. Follow your passions without apology. 4. Speak your truth. Stop pretending to be someone you are not to please others. Be authentic. Say what you mean. Stand up for what you believe in. Your voice matters. 5. Prioritize your peace. Protect your energy. Walk away from negativity. Say no when you need to. Make self-care a priority. Your peace is worth more than anything. You are enough, just as you are. One of the biggest lessons in self-respect is realizing that you are already enough. You do not need to prove anything to anyone. You do not need to be perfect. You do not need to meet unrealistic expectations. You are worthy simply because you exist. You deserve love, whether or not you have made mistakes. You deserve happiness, even if you have struggled. You deserve respect, no matter what others have told you. You do not need to earn your worth. It is already yours. A final promise to yourself. As you finish this journey, make a promise to yourself. Promise that you will never again lower your standards, doubt your worth, or settle for less than you deserve. Say it with confidence. I will respect myself in everything I do. I will not let the past define me. I will set boundaries and protect my peace. I will chase my dreams fearlessly. I will live as the best version of myself. Because this is your life, and you deserve to live it with confidence, self-respect, and joy. Now go forward and create the life you were meant to live. You are strong, you are worthy, you are enough. Conclusion. The journey to self-respect never ends. You have reached the final chapter of this book, but your journey to self-respect is just beginning. This is not a destination you reach once and stay there forever. It is a way of living, a daily practice, and a commitment you make to yourself every single day. Some days will be easy, and you will feel strong, confident, and unshakable. Other days will be harder, and you may struggle with doubt, old wounds, or negative thoughts. But through it all, you must remember this. You are worthy, you are enough, and you deserve to be treated with respect by others and, most importantly, by yourself. Self-respect is the foundation of a fulfilling life. It determines how you allow yourself to be treated, the choices you make, and the way you respond to challenges. It is the voice inside you that says, I will not settle for less than I deserve. I will not allow anyone to take away my dignity. I will not live a life that does not align with my worth. What self-respect truly means. Self-respect is not about arrogance or thinking you are better than others. It is about knowing your worth and refusing to accept anything that does not honor it. It means loving yourself without conditions. You do not need to be perfect to deserve respect. You are worthy just as you are, flaws and all. Setting and enforcing boundaries. You teach people how to treat you by what you accept and what you reject. Never feel guilty for standing up for yourself. Letting go of the past. Your mistakes do not define you. Forgiving yourself and moving forward is an act of self-respect. Choosing relationships that uplift you. The people in your life should bring you peace, not pain. Surround yourself with those who respect, support, and celebrate you, living according to your values. Your actions should reflect who you truly are, not who the world expects you to be. Believing in your dreams. You are capable of achieving great things, and you owe it to yourself to pursue them with courage and determination. When you embrace these truths, you begin to live in alignment with your self-worth. You hold the power to change your life. There was a time when you may have doubted yourself. Perhaps you accepted less than you deserved. Maybe you allowed others to dictate your worth, or you were too afraid to stand up for yourself. But that time is over. From this moment forward, you are in control of your life. No one else gets to decide how you feel about yourself. No one else has the right to make you feel small, unworthy, or incapable. You have the power to rewrite your story, to choose a new path, and to create a life that reflects your self-respect. If you ever find yourself slipping back into old patterns, remember this: you are not who you were before. You have grown. You have learned. You have become stronger. Every time you choose self-respect over fear, over guilt, over doubt, you are proving to yourself that you are capable of becoming the person you were always meant to be. The road ahead, life will test you. There will be moments when people challenge your boundaries, when your confidence is shaken, or when your past mistakes try to haunt you. But now, you have the tools to navigate these moments with strength and grace. When someone disrespects you, speak up. When doubt creeps in, remind yourself of your worth. When you face failure, learn from it and move forward. When you feel lost, return to the values that ground you. When you are afraid, take action anyway. Growth is not always easy, but it is always worth it. Every time you choose yourself, you are reinforcing your self-respect. Every time you honor your needs, you are proving that you matter. A promise to yourself. As you close this book, make a promise to yourself. A promise that no matter what happens, you will always choose self-respect. Say it with conviction. I will respect myself in all that I do. I will not allow anyone to diminish my worth. I will let go of guilt, regret, and self-doubt. I will embrace my strengths and accept my flaws. I will live a life that reflects my true value. This is not just a statement. It is a commitment to yourself, your happiness, and your future. Final words. Self-respect is a gift you give yourself every day. It is in the way you speak to yourself, the choices you make, and the way you carry yourself through life. It is not always easy, but it is always worth it. You have come a long way, but this is just the beginning. Now, it is time to step into the world with confidence, strength, and the unwavering belief that you deserve nothing less than the best. Go forward with your head held high. The life you deserve is waiting for you. Now go and claim it. Thank you so much for watching this video on Fearless Audio. We truly appreciate your time and support. If you enjoyed this content, please consider subscribing to the channel. Your subscription helps us create more awesome audiobook content for you. Stay fearless, and we look forward to bringing you more inspiring videos.